Hey guys, so tonight I'm doing something a little bit different, trying a new spread, and since like the oceanic vibes been coming through the last couple of readings, like with Poseidon and Pele and yeah, and like the just that general water energy vibe coming through tonight. I thought I would do I thought I would do a Lumurian type reading for anyone that resonates with you know, like a water starseed type, oceanic starseed, oceanic lineages. So we're talking Lemuria, you know, the Pleiades, Syrians, you know, Mintaka, any of that kind of vibe, anything of, you know, the water element, if that resonates with you, even the, you know, water star signs, you know. So like I'm going to try and tap into more of a starseed vibe, specifically, you know, the Lemurians or Mintakans, you know, that type of lineage, all the way up to the more ethereal. I know the Lemurians were I'm getting kind of, you know, some were more physical, others were more ethereal, energetic, and to the angel type, you know, vibe. So I'm going from, you know, sea creatures like the animals, whales, dolphins, of like say Mintaka, Sirius B, the Pleiades. I know I believe that there is a lot of amphibious. I'm just saying what, you know, like the vibe that I'm getting. You know, there's the amphibious type starseed, which I believe is the Lumurian link. I feel like I've personally got a link with the amphibian starseed, and I don't even know exactly what it's called, but I did have a very detailed vision once of, I believe, was an amphibious type of species, humanoid, in a pyramid structure, and it felt like it was on Earth. I believe I believe there might be the blue beings. But I believe they had kind of an amphibious type quality to it. They had to be in water every now and then. This is what like my vision thing was. And so like I kind of have this, you know, whether it was a memory or I tapped into something or whatever, it felt like a memory. And they came from somewhere else and came to Earth, and they did some work. Maybe it was one of these holiday type, you know, back in the days where people came and visited Earth to, you know, experience Earth and do some work and to kind of just enjoy the general environment. Because like in my vision, it was like, it was a bit of both. It was a bit of play and it was a bit of work. And everyone was having a really good time. it felt really good. And it was in like a pyramid type setting, but also it felt like a ship at the same time. Weird. But anyway, got completely sidetracked. So I know that there's many different offshoots of the marine ancestors that we may feel a resonance with. Like I also feel like a connection to Mintaka and the more aquatic, like marine species, humanoid species, and then even to the dolphins and the whales. I've seen a lot of visions of very dolphin-like humanoid species, people, in my little visions and my scrying. So I feel a very strong connection with the water. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting around to it slowly. I feel a very strong connection with the water element, and from all aspects, from whale, dolphin to the different humanoid species, varied, and also up to the more ethereal aspect of like say the Lumurians, who like I've received a channeling that like I came here as a more energetic ethereal Lumurian to put the energy I don't know, but like there was all manner of species that resonate with the water element that have done work here and feel a connection to Earth and are assisting us. And anyway, so since that energy has been coming through, and I feel I really wanted to try and dive a little bit deeper into more of a Starseed type, more of an energetic, broader purpose of us being here now, and some of the aspects that we may be feeling, what we came here to do, blah 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 blah. You probably, if you're looking at tarot, you probably watched some starseed readings before, so I'm putting it out there to see what I can receive, just seeing what happens. So this particular layout is a trident layout since Poseidon's come through for me the last few days. So it's got 8 different cards, and it's like kind of laid out, the pole and then the 3 spikes at the top of the trident, and the top 3 cards. So there's 8 cards, 8 kind of questions, and I have pre-picked out from a number of my different marine kind of vibe decks, sea decks, mermaid, blah blah blah, Lumurian decks. I pre-picked them for each 8 questions, and I'm just going to see how kind of more information I can tap into, either to shed some light on who we are as us resonators of the water element. I have no idea, but this spread, card 1 is destiny at birth, 2 is a choice made, relating to who who we are, why we're here. Card 3 is your strength, 4 vulnerability, 5 greatest potential. Then we've got wisdom, like point of wisdom, then the ego, and then your spirit. So I'm just kind of trying to get, I just want to kind of get an idea of, you know, why we came here and what we kind of want to do, kind of general, following those questions. We'll see how we go. So destiny at birth, one of the great themes of your life, this time on the wheel. So yeah, basically why we're here now. I think we all know why we're here now, but let's see what's come up. I haven't looked at any of the cards, so we'll see what comes up. Alright, the first one is to let go with grace. A yellow-tailed mermaid and 3 jellyfish. To let go of that which stings. You know, the jellyfish obviously sting you, and she's releasing them. So I'm getting that's the breaking of the cycle of the generational curse breakers. So to release the old hurts and apply a salve afterwards, because we all know how much pain those jellyfish can inflict and have been inflicting for quite some time now. So it is like that mermaid is gathering up those nasty jellyfish, shooing them away, and then applying the nice seaweed wrap afterwards, you know, just in a gentle, you don't belong here, and, you know, let's seaweed wrap ourselves and the planet and move forward. And then we've got snow, 5 of Earth Guardians. This is from the Unveiling the Golden Age. So, you know, this is what I believe that we're here to bring in. I actually had a dream about snow last night. I had some massive dreams last night, but I like literally saw the snow falling, and I've never seen snow falling in my life. So in my dream I was hella excited, and I was like, I want to go ice skating out in the snow. And I was afraid that the ice would be slippery, but it actually wasn't. It was kind of slushy enough that I could walk over it, and so I kind of went out and played in the snow falling for a while. Random. It was also a dream, actually, of I won't go into details, but it was one of those dreams where, you know, one of these old relationship people, past relationships, and you're kind of repeating the same stuff that you, like, toxic pattern type thing in the dream, and, you know, and when you wake up you're like, fuck that, like, that was so long ago, why am I dreaming of that? And I'm so far past that, why am I dreaming of that? And that was the kind of dream, you know, and it's so, like, realistic and repetitive. It just kept going, like it did in real life. And you wake up and it's almost like it brought all that bullshit back again from so long ago. And you know, it stayed with me for a while because I'm just like, oh please, like no. But I think that it's like the jellyfish, right? It's kind of like that. And yeah, you know, healing those old stings and putting a nice cool salve over the top of it. So we'll see what the snow has to say. Hey. Your current challenges may seem overwhelming. Try to see them as healing opportunities. Call on the support that is available to you. Life has presented you with experiences that inspire growth. So this is like what you came into this incarnation with. You know, basically it is that. It's like we've been given this in order to overcome, so we can actually make a change. It may seem that you carry the world on your shoulders, or no one understands or is available to help you. This is only your limited perception. Some people, I won't go into details there, but basically, yeah, start to see the broader picture. So yeah, basically it's the overcoming the challenges in order to self-grow, in order to then leave the past in the past, look towards the future and heal those ouches, and you know, share that with others. And you know, the snowflakes on there, you know, that's unique. You know, every snowflake is unique, and it's kind of got the magical vibe, the ethereal vibe. You know, to see your uniqueness, embrace that, and you know, play in it, which is also extremely healing. God, you know what? I'm even getting since the last ice age with that. Like that's how long it. That's how long maybe it's been since before the last ice age, and it's all coming back. Oh, I mean, I'm getting the wisdom was frozen on ice. It was put on ice for all this time, you know, and all that wisdom is coming out now, like as the ice caps are like melting. All this Lumurian wisdom which is in the waters, like there's more and more wisdom coming out, like literally, like, because I believe that's what we did. Like the wisdom is in the water, and the water's been frozen for so long, and now that it's actually melting, it's actually coming out, and that wisdom is literally defrosting and entering our systems, like literally. So we've got the Hermit, contemplation. There's some more jellyfish in there. Look. It's like thinking, how am I going to get rid of these jellyfish? Why can't they just leave me alone? The Hermit is the Tarot's wise man. His arms folded, he sits in seclusion from the world, content in his thoughts and the wisdom he has gained through his many experiences. He is happy within his inner self and protected in his own world. A thinker, the jellyfish around him are symbols of his enlightened mind. Right, he travels inwardly, intellectually or spiritually, to find the answers he seeks, which give him peace and understanding. I just got the biggest deja vu just then. Oh God, I tell you what, the energies are getting full on. I've had so many synchronicities the last few days. Reflection and quiet time are important to you. You may need to study, contemplate, or simply spend time alone to process all that has happened recently. This may be a welcome retreat, or you may feel lonely, depending on your circumstances. The additional meaning of the card is distancing yourself from certain relationships that may be overwhelming for you. Try not to resist aloneness. It gives you time for contemplation and healing, to find the answers you need and know yourself more deeply. Thought, retreat, travel, inner journeys, solitude, seclusion, protection. So with that, I'm getting the... Obviously, coming into this life, I mean, I'm sure we all had the purpose to awaken and to rediscover our wisdom and our abilities, and I guess, you know, become the hermit in order to do that. I mean, that is like recovering the wisdom, I would say. Recovering the wisdom and becoming your true you. And pretty much I'm getting awakening with that and remembering your wisdom. You know, the wisdom of the waters, stars. And then we've got our paradigm shift. Shift the paradigm. I'll try not to read the book too much as I can, because it will just take too long. So shift the paradigm. We come in here to change things up and to bring our wisdom back. Awaken and bring our wisdom back and share it. Like she's heart activated here, and it looks like she's holding on to like a purple flower. I'm getting that's like plant medicine, but also she's like almost got like a crystal heart and kind of wings, so you know, tapping into all the elements and sharing it. Lumurian Sea Sanctuary, Remembrance, number 7. We've come here to remember and to share what we've remembered. And as we do that, I think we automatically heal things. Precious time. This angel woman has got the world and a key in there, so I guess it is the key to unlock the earth wisdom. To heal. I mean, that earth looks like it's got a ginormous hole in it, so all the clocks, precious time, before it's too late for the earth. And yeah, I absolutely believe all the sea creatures have this general innocence, like pureness about their energy, and just that in itself, that purity, childlike kind of innocence of like sea creatures like mermaids, and you know what I feel with that, it is like a pure joy, childlike energy, and us just bringing that energy in is uplifting. And we got push to the surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. It's like it is pushing. It's pushing through to full ascension. Like that's our goal for, you know, this lifetime. And I'm getting to assist others to do the same, like that mummy whale is doing to the baby. Time again, discipline, using our time wisely. We feel like time. Why we've got 2 time ones for the destiny. Perfect timing, divine timing. It's divine timing that we returned. We always said that we'd come back now, and now's the time that we come back and finish what we started a very long time ago. And we got Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You can see like Thumi there waving. Yeah, so you know, we've been at this for a long time, but it's been a long time since we've been here. I think, you know, to be honest, or you know, this is the critical time, critical juncture from something that we started a really long time ago, and this like energetic wisdom of the oceanic collective is playing a major part in healing the emotional wounds and bringing the wisdom of how to do that back. Part of it anyway. We've got the well maidens, kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. That's their pureness of spirit, and bringing that back energetically, and wisdom, teaching, sharing, you know, knowledge type thing as well. Double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Yep. There's a big bubble. Yeah, so authenticity, and just having this energy is the biggest thing, you know, that you can do, like becoming an authentic self-sovereign being with this pureness of spirit, with this lineage type thing, like whatever you bring in, like I've already spoken about it. Like that is the biggest thing, but you know, on top of that, like next level to that is then tapping into the ancient wisdom and going further to share it and, you know, inspire others to do so, to keep the ball rolling type thing. And ancestral messages, connection, belonging, asking for help. Yeah, so yeah, it's us ascending, you know, awakening, being authentic, awakening, being us, and also then further connecting in order to bring in all this wisdom, to connect, you know, our star family to the earth family, and be you know, bringing in this more and more wisdom and sharing that around. Wisdom, and also, you know, energy. Like the more we tap in, the more energy we can bring down, which just energetically helps a situation. So, you know, basically that's our goal for this lifetime. A choice made, a choice of great significance that relates directly to your question. This one might be interesting. Maybe, like, why did we feel, why are we part of it? What is our connection to it? How are we connected? The high tide. Okay, so I'm getting Atlantis. Lumurian, Atlantis. Even the Nile, actually. High tide has been coming through a lot lately. Mermaids are the origin in some ways of all earthly magic. As with the deep force that drives life, the mer beings also bring to high tide, to birth, to the surface, all forms of magic. They are encouraging supporters of all elementals, and here they watch one of their own kind transform and become a fairy for the next lifetime. They will feel her absence, even mourn her from time to time, but they understand that they will help their sister rise and become who she's meant to be. Even if it seems she's becoming unlike themselves, they trust in their bond, and they know there is no greater love than the one that desires only to see a beloved become their most authentic self. If that requires transformation, then so be it. At high tide she will be revealed, lifted to the surface, and delivered to the shore. You too deserve this support from your people, your family and soul kin, and your culture. You deserve this from your brothers and sisters, and you do best to offer this to those who seem to be unlike you, simply because that is truly who they are in their deepest self. Let us all rise on the tides to our highest and truest version of the self we came here to be. Let the ocean lift you. I kind of get with that one, like, we put, you know, some of us put our hand up for the job, even though, you know, it's kind of like being on earth rather than in the water somewhere is completely foreign to us. Like, this one has chosen, all right, I'm going to be a fairy next time, and she's still got all her ocean family. They're supporting her and sending all their energies and supporting and guiding and helping, assisting, you know. Like, imagine if that's us kind of fairies, earth angels, now, you know, trying to do the work not in the water, you know, water creatures not in the water anymore, like a fish out of water. We've still got all our mer family, etc., etc., helping us to do this job that we put our hands up for in this lifetime. Harmony in adversity. Yeah, so we came here to help. Yeah, because the call went out. And I'm getting the earth. You know, we, more than anything, we came here to help the earth and, you know, the marine life, which we feel so, you know, connected to, the elements, the planet itself. Obviously, you know, we do feel for humans as well, but I mean, I truly feel that a lot of us starseeds actually feel more of a connection with the earth and elements, whether it's stone, water, freaking clouds, you know, trees, earth, you know, animals. Like, I feel like we answered that call. We answered Earth's call. You know, in one of my channelings, like I literally I channeled that. You know, there were a lot of people that sent a call out for help, but basically the earth requested help, and the animals, earth and animals, requested help, and that is the call that was answered. And I think we're just, I think we're just lucky that there was enough humans also requesting help, you know, of a similar mind, because things could have gone maybe a different way if there weren't enough people wanting to change what was going on. And we've got Eight of Swords, restriction. Freedom. I'm getting that we wanted to free. We wanted to end the suffering. Water, the overflow. That one's really beautiful. Kind of getting kind of like a Shakti or something vibe there. And the Hathor vibe, where all the roses. The overflow, I think that's like the star energy, right? And I think divine feminine with the emotional, you know, come to help with the healing, the feminine healing. Riptide tunnel, course correct. Yeah, you know, it started going down the wrong road, and we're here to encourage a better course. We got the fire element, the sunshine, sunflower, flower power, with our high energy, childlike natures to connect to nature, like help people connect to nature. And we've got dreaming, and dreaming the new world into being. Sending out the call to, look, she's got the big conch shell. Yeah, like speaking it into being it into being. Safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you're being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Dolphins riding the wave, and you know, our energy, you know, the oceanic energy, the dolphin energy, it is about playing. It's about the joy of working together. Like, life can be a joy. It is complete dolphin energy. Having fun, being like essential. Like, I tell you what, like this vision I had that I said at the start, with a kind of amphibian. I say amphibian because we're going out into the sun, but it was like in this vision we had to have this. We had this layer over the top of our skin, and like in my vision it was like flaking off, and it was like we had to get back in the water we would make the pyramid flood so we could get back in the water. Like, we had to be in the water for a certain period of time. Like, we could only go out in the sun for like short periods of time because we would literally dry out. Like, you know, like our skin would peel off. Like, I even had like a bandage kind of on my arm, and we'd have to go soak in the water. And that's why I'm kind of thinking it looks like an amphibian. Or maybe it just, you know, we're from a different kind of climate and a different planet, and it had more moisture in the air, and I don't know, but it was like I had like it was like a goo over my skin, but it had dried out from being out in the sun. And we would go inside into the pyramid. It was completely, you know, protected from the sun, and we'd go down, and then we would literally make the bottom chambers flood in order for us to be in the water. Yeah, it was cool. And yeah, that's what I was getting at. It was like the energy, like I like, because I was one of them in the dream, and it was like I was in love with all of my fellow you know, people. Like, literally, like, I felt so sensual. I felt like hot, but it was like it was a love, beauty. I like so attracted to all my like, but not in a romantic sense, but we were such loving, sensual creatures that there was just this overwhelming, we were all just freaking, it was like the energy, but it was sweet. Like, I want to say, like, it was like if you were humans and we're experiencing that energy, it would be like next second all on, it would have been like an orgy or something. But you know, these people were different in that was their normal energy of just being freaking like so much love, and it was essential love. And like, I remember looking at all my fellow people, and I was just like, it was, I don't even know if we have any words for what it is, but I can only say it was like I was literally turned on by, I mean, I just thought all of them were just so beautiful. The level of love and attraction, and like we were all connected, like so connected to each other, but it wasn't sexual. But it was like, I mean, for me, having that experience and feeling those feelings in the dream, it was like, whoa, because I don't think humans have gotten to that point of a loving attraction to that many other people. But you know, that we're not allowed to go there because, you know, it's just not accepted yet, you know. But anyway, like the level that those feelings that I experienced in that like vision, it was so beautiful. Like what I felt for my, you know, twin flame, like that level of joy and fun, but also attraction and like play, and like how you just watch them all day, like you think they're just so amazing and so hot, like but also can play with them, like pureness of a child heart type. That's what it was like, but it was like everyone was feeling that way. But I do remember looking at the back of one of, because they had patterns on the back of their head. Their head was kind of like, the skull was I mean, it was like ours, but it kind of had a point at the it was kind of angular, the skull, and they had patterns on the skull, like they didn't have hair, and they kind of were bluish, but had darker spots on their skull, and everyone's spots were slightly different. And so it was like the shape of the skull, like the angles and the spots, that was what like extra turned you on. And I remember looking at they were like, you know, like our fingerprints, they were unique, the kind of patterns of the darker blue spots, kind of thing on the head. And I was looking at the back of this guy's skull, like on his spots, and I was just like, yeah, like he's mine. Like I was like really severely, like really turned on by his skull spots. Maybe that's why I love a bald head. Maybe that's why I've shaved my head. Like it's all coming back. Like I mean, these things, like they come from somewhere. Like I've always loved a shaved head on a guy. And I've always wanted to shave my head. You know, now I have. But anyway, yeah, the level of love and joy that was coming off everyone. Like we were happy. Like so happy. It was an amazing kind of vision thing, that one. Anyway, yeah, and us bringing that energy, like, you know, it was so needed here. It makes our life like ridiculously hard, because that's the level that we're used to. That level of joy, love, like play, the dolphin energy. And we come into this life and it is so the opposite of that. But that is why we came, to bring our natural dolphin energy and, you know, and hold on to it and bring it back and tap into it, like to break through this shit. You know, that's why it's so important. That's why there's so many of us here now. Completion. The brain puzzle. West End girls. A puzzle, the brain puzzle. I'm getting third eye activation, maybe even the heart brain coherence type thing. Maybe even using more of our brain. You know how like dolphins like use more of their brain than like we do. Accessing deeper emotions that I think we are more naturally able to do. We're more emotional creatures, and we can bring that in, share it around. Warrior woman, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Yeah, and I guess to lead the way with that, because it is like, you know, this shift that we're going through, it is a heart-based shift. It's an emotional shift. It is, you know, digging deeper into the heart rather than anything. That's what it is all about. and we all know how much freaking strength that takes to do that in today, and you know, today's day and age type thing. Follow the stream, dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. Yeah, it's like we're literally like we're changing the tide, like we're changing that riptide just by our pure might. Like imagine like 1,000 dolphins swimming in one direction against the riptide in order to change the fucking current of that ocean. Like that is what our energies are doing. Like I've kind of pictured this before, like imagine swimming against a freaking tide, but you get enough of us swimming against the tide, and you know, we can literally get to the point where there is enough opposing force that we can change the direction of the current. And obviously, you know, the first ones in swimming in that tide is a lot harder, but you know, there's more and more of us, and the more people will come in to swim to help us push against that opposing current, you know, the easier it is for everyone. That's beautiful. And you know, it's the love current, right? It's the love and joy and authenticity current of light, of love, you know, a love source. And you know, the more of us doing it, the easier it is for the other ones coming up behind us. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. I'm getting, yeah, like the Pleiades and everything coming through there. So reading today some of the Pleiades. Yeah, I mean, there's some definite water energies there coming through from the Pleiades. Live the question, curiosity, open your mind, live into it. Discovery. Just getting, we've got this, we really do have such a strong link, you know, to our ancestors, to elements, you know, and the more we open to it, the more we look into it, the more we get curious about it, like what actually can we do as, you know, as humans, as we awaken, as we tap into our connections and our gifts. Like, what is there? Don't, like, you know, just keep looking and being open to what can come through. Like, I know, you know, with the Lumurians, there's a massive connection with the crystals and water in general, but also it's the minerals within the water. So the elements within the water, but those elements are literally found, you know, everywhere. But yeah, crystals, stones, water, pretty much anything. And you know, like getting, it's part of the fairy realm as well, so it is literally of the earth as well as, you know, earth, water. Alright, so card 3 is your strength. I might I'll have to do 2 videos with this. So this will be part 1, I think, but yeah, so this lot is your strength, your capacity for fortitude, and where it is located. All right, so our special gifts that we came in with. Maybe the special gifts that we wanted to specifically tap into in this incarnation. Higher powers. It looks like she's talking to that fish. This dear little fish has been called by the Mermaid Queen. At first she could not believe it, but she had asked for guidance, and a higher power answered. This Queen of the Sea can listen to the concerns of the small ones who share the ocean realm with her, so she can hear what life is truly like for those outside her court. In this way, you too have called upon a higher power, yet when you are called, you hesitate. You wonder, who am I to receive this honour or attention? But this is your opportunity to share with another who has more influence, status, and power to change lives. You can share the stories they need to hear so they may understand how life is for so many. When you receive this opportunity, outline what would be of assistance, how your experience has made you feel, and what would be a better approach. Your plea has been heard. The Mermaid Queen will do all she can to have a powerful person intercede on your behalf, to do good, and to create change with positive impact. Raise your voice and believe in your right to have this assistance, child of the sea. The Mermaid Queen wills it so. Yeah, so I mean, it's obviously our ability to connect to the higher realms and bring the wisdom down. Wheel of life, in it but not of it. Yeah, so it's the awakening, and she's riding a tiger. Again, it's the connection to the animals, to the cycles, to the stars. Yeah. Getting out of the matrix, maybe possibly never being in it. Like I feel like a lot of starseeds are born awakened, you know, but we still have to go through this process of getting to the point of understanding that. Sometimes it takes people a long time to realize that not everyone is awakened as you are, and then going through the process of trying to understand what that all means. So there's different levels of awakening and realizations that, you know, you have to go through, and then get in touch with your gifts and being in that world, and being in this world. But it's like we're in the in-between. We are the conduits, and that's where, you know, pretty much we are the conduit, we are the link between the two, and all the information and energy kind of comes through us, and you know, and we share it. Competition, 5 of Wands. Strength, competition. We're extremely dedicated. Not that we're in competition with each other. I'm kind of getting the Olympian vibe there, but I think we're just in competition with ourselves. Like, we are extremely dedicated to improving and to being better, and that's why I think, like, we just don't give up. Like, we want to win this, you know. And we got alignment. I don't think any of us feel like we are like comfortable in our own skin until we do find that alignment within ourselves. And we've got lobster spirit, grounded enlightenment, grounding enlightenment energies. Love and gratitude. I think that, yeah, like that is like the epitome of grounded enlightenment, love and gratitude, like being earthly awakened, not like too showy about it or anything like ridiculous. It's just a general sense of, you know, being authentic and living on an authentic life. Live and let live, but, you know, just you doing you and inspiring those around you to do the same and helping as much as you can. Free spirit, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, the free spirit, it is the flower power vibe. Just doing you and trying to enjoy yourself as much as you can. Yeah. Surrounded by prosperity. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. Yeah, so again, that's the being in touch with the all, and it's like the wisdom of that turtle, hey, and like sharing it with all those fish around him. Like all the fish are just drawn to the wisdom of that turtle type thing, just because he's just authentic. He's just grounded authenticity, and he's sharing it with all those fish around him. He's like a safe place for all those fish, having that grounded energy. Power, volcanoes. Maybe it's like, I mean, tapping into the power that we do hold. It does have literally the power to change the landscape, like a volcano eruption changes the landscape. Yeah. Break the change, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Just got deja vu again. Our strengths, healing, rewriting the future, ancestral patterns. We've done it before and we'll do it again. It's like what we do. We are the cycle breakers. We are the healers. We are connected. Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. Yeah. Yeah. Seeds of Mintaki. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Yep. Yeah, and creativity, creative expression, trust your vision. Getting tapped in in a really beautiful, peaceful, heart-centered way. Authenticity, like the dolphin spirit, the mermaid spirit, the siren, the muse. Alright, so I might leave it there and I'll do the rest in part 2. Stay tuned.